Hello, welcome to ToLaw. My name is Alexis McNally. I'm a Haitian-American human rights lawyer. Through ToLaw, I hope to demystify law school and legal careers for aspiring lawyers. Today, I'll be helping you figure out whether or not to pursue a Juris Doctor at law school or a Master's in Public Administration or in Public Policy. Let's jump right in. I struggled with this question a lot a few years ago when I was in my senior year of undergrad and trying to figure out what my next steps were going to be. As I'm sure you've guessed, I actually did end up getting my JD, and I'm going to walk you through some of the things that you should be thinking about as you make this important decision for yourself. The most important question for you to figure out right off the bat is what exactly is it that you want to do or be career-wise? Pick 3 to 5 roles that you could see yourself doing, because the reality is that you were likely going to change careers a lot, at least a couple of times throughout your life. According to the government statistics for the US labor force, the average American has 12 jobs in their lifetime, meaning Americans change their current job about every 4 years. Some analysts suggest Americans already have an average of 7 careers in a lifetime. This means that you are likely going to have a multitude of different roles and should approach this decision about your postgraduate studies with an open mind and a degree of flexibility. So figure out your top 5 careers or roles and find out which degree you actually need to acquire those positions. If at least 3 of those roles are just different kinds of lawyers, a judge, a prosecutor, an immigration attorney, then you probably should be going to law school and pursuing a JD, or going through an apprenticeship program so that you can become a practicing lawyer. If none of your top 3 to 5 careers actually require a JD, then you should not go to law school. Basically, if you don't want to practice law, you probably should not go to law school. It's not worth your time or money if you do not want to be a lawyer. Answering this first question is actually the hardest part. I'll do videos on different types of legal careers down the line. In the meantime, you can check out my video, A Day in the Life of a Judicial Law Clerk, to get a sense of a popular career for young lawyers. As I've mentioned in my other videos, law school is ridiculously expensive. It's 3 very expensive and rigorous years of study. Tuition for the average law program costs around $40,000 per year for full-time in-state students. This adds up to around $120,000 after just 3 years of school for just tuition. You still have to live somewhere and eat during those 3 years. In comparison, tuition and fees for other graduate programs cost around $20,000 per year. This means law school is significantly more expensive than most other types of graduate programs. Not only will it be less money per year for you to get your MPP or MPA, it will also be fewer years of study overall. Most master's programs last just 1 or 2 years, as opposed to the 3-year JD program. I think this post on Reddit sheds some great light on this topic. AZ Policy Guy says, "I'll start with why I didn't get a JD. I knew I did not want to practice law. I also knew that a JD was not required to write or interpret law, as I had done so as a legislative intern with a history degree. Most legislative staffers did not have JDs. I did not think a JD would equip me with the skills I did not already have some sort of strong basis in: logic, argument, writing. I felt law school had a poor, competitive atmosphere that didn't facilitate learning and cooperation. Law school was twice as expensive, with much fewer options for scholarships. I'm interested in public service, and the salary for public law jobs did not justify the student loan burden. I based this off my then partner's experience in law school, as well as several of my friends and lawyers surrounding me. I'm getting an MPP because I did not have strong math skills. I mostly taught myself calculus, statistics, and economics, and wanted formal trainings in these fields. I'm interested in research, and I'm finding the social science methods courses to be extremely useful. I'm far better at evaluating scientific papers, whether social or natural, than I was a year ago. I'm learning more efficient ways to conduct data analysis in Excel and Stata, although I wish I was getting experience in R. I was able to secure a full ride scholarship, and a sizable percentage of my colleagues also have full or near full ride scholarships. Without the scholarship, the MPP is $14,000 less per year at my school, 13th best MPP, 25th best JD, plus an MPP is 2 years while a JD is 3. I'm interested in research and management at the local level, although I'll probably be a federal employee in my field for the rest of my life. Bumping on what other posters have said, I find my program has a huge network to get people research opportunities, interesting internships, and jobs across the country. These are typically more local level positions. However, I know plenty of MPPs who work or have worked in federal offices like OMB, SBA, and CBO. If you want to run numbers, an MPP will be far more valuable. If you want an idea of what sorts of jobs people have, I suggest searching for Masters in Public Policy in DC, Baltimore area on LinkedIn. This was my decision making. Law school didn't make sense for me. It might make sense for you. An MPP will come in handy as I work in finance, logistics, and public outreach on large wildfires. A JD would be worthless for this purpose. Think about what you want your day-to-day to look like and go from there. So this is the take of someone who was facing this decision and actually chose to go the MPP route. This is a very comprehensive and insightful answer, and maybe this speaks to some of you and can help you with your decision. For me, I was thinking very similarly to this guy, but ultimately I ended up choosing law school because it just felt right. As much as I like to do my research and make decisions based on logic, when I'm making big decisions, instinct and intuition take precedent. I decided to apply to both master's and JD programs. I had gotten accepted into a master's program at the University of Leeds, and I was pretty much decided that I was going to go there. But then I visited an open day at Indiana University Maurer School of Law. Things just felt right. So despite the overwhelming costs, despite not being certain that I wanted to practice, despite the program being located in Indiana as opposed to the UK, I found myself getting a JD instead. The JD is a very versatile degree, and I'm finding that many roles that require a master's in public administration or public policy also favor a Juris Doctor. I'm excited for the opportunities to work in the field and make a difference in people's lives that having a JD has afforded me thus far, and knowing that I can walk into a court and represent someone whose human rights are being violated feels really good. There's absolutely nothing stopping you from getting your JD and a master's degree. In fact, there are a bunch of joint degree programs. I did a JD LLM program. Check out my video linked below if you want to learn more about that experience. Generally, the JD master's programs are between 3 and 5 years. You'll likely do at least 2 full years exclusively studying law before taking courses in the other subject. Sometimes you can even split these programs across different universities or different countries. With your joint JD Master Degree program, you have a broader range of options available to you both during and after your studies in terms of internships, networking, course options. One thing I did feel like I was missing out on while I was in law school was engagement in topics that I was truly passionate about. The courses in law school heavily focus on the black letter law, and you don't always have many options to take social, human-centered courses. To navigate this, I took advantage of the numerous study and work abroad opportunities that Indiana University had to offer. I hope you found this video helpful. Take some time to think about these different factors, learn from my experience, talk to other people about their experiences, and as always, do your own research to figure out what is going to work best for you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.